In this video, we're going to discuss a little bit about inbound call routing. So how you receive calls when they come into your shape numbers. If you go into settings and navigate to phone settings and inbound call routing, you may see in your system some different call routes in there just set up on best practices. So one of them might be like route to all sales users or route to direct line, main line, things like that, just to help get you started. But from here, if you need to add a new rule, just click add new rule. Give that rule a name. We're going to call this one example call route. Check this box if you want to assign new leads that call through this route to the person that answers, and then give it a source. So most commonly it is inbound call, but you can set it to any number of sources as well. Then click save and continue. So we'll open up the rest of the settings page, and you can go ahead and choose the phone number that this rule will apply to. Once you have the number up here in the top right, scroll down where you will see a bunch of different options. Here is where you can add a greeting. So if you want a recording to play before the phone starts ringing, you can drop that recording here. If it's not in this drop down, go to inbound voicemail recordings and upload your MP3 recording there. Then click add IVR menu. This is if you want an extension system where you can, press 1 to talk to, route to this user, press 2 to route to this user, etc. And we support the button presses of 0 through 9 and star and pound. You can also add a run schedule. So if you only want calls to be able to go through this number in specific times throughout the day, you can do so. So maybe you only want to receive calls on this number Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can set that up here. Then finally is where you will set how you want it to be routed. There's a bunch of options here in the drop down where you will see you can call all users, the user that's assigned to the record that's calling, blast a whole department, call a direct number. So if you want to receive it on a desk phone or your cell phone, you can also have it round robin. So it'll call one person at a time for 10 seconds and then move on to the next one. If they don't answer, move on to the next one, etc. So in this case, let's say we're just going to have it route to a specific user. Then just choose the user from this drop down. We're going to say Matthew Smith. Then set the duration. Most commonly, it's 25 seconds. That's a full ring cycle of 8 rings, but you can shorten it down to 20 seconds or 10 seconds, just depending on how you want it set up. And then give it a name. We'll call this call user. Click add rule, and that will save your changes. Now you have a rule, and you can add more if you wish. Let's say you want it to call the user for 10 seconds on their web phone. If they don't answer, call their direct line. Just add another rule for call direct line, and they'll play sequentially. So starting at the top and then on to the next and on to the next. Down here at the bottom, there's a few more options where you will select a voicemail message if you miss a call. Similarly to the greeting, if it's not here in the system already, drop it in inbound voicemail recordings. That way you can select it here whenever you miss a call. You can also reroute to a new rule if a call is missed. Maybe route it to the salespeople if the customer support line isn't missed, just as an example. And you can also change the status. So if you want the status of the record to update to, let's say, missed call, you can do that by checking this button and selecting the status you want it to change to here. We hope this video helps. Let us know if you have any follow-up questions.